In our kit today, we will be making a wooden shelf that you can use in your room or somewhere else in your house, or give it to someone as a gift. And it's just a little handy shelf with a little hook on the bottom. So let's get started. Well, in your kit today, you're going to have a couple of different things. There's going to be another reading activity bookmark and another challenge and a couple other things that you'll find out when you get your kit. Inside your bag, you're going to have a bag of some screws, your hook, and some sandpaper. We'll go through that in a minute. A couple of pieces of wood to build your shelf. You will need to have a Robertson and a Phillips screwdriver, if you can get one of those, or a multi-purpose screwdriver that you may have at home. But let's get going on building this. So I've taken the items out of our bag, and I've taken the tape off the back of my sanding paper square, and that included in that the 4 screws that you need. So 2 of those you're going to need to put your actual shelf together, and the other 2 are for later when you decide where you're going to put your shelf. We have 2 tiny little screws, and those go with your hook here. So a couple other items that might make this go a little bit easier is to have a ruler and a pencil, and to find the middle of your smaller piece of wood, you're going to measure it, find the center, and then draw a little line. And again, with your shelf, you're going to measure, now it is a foot, so you're just going to find half, again draw a line, find the half, draw a line, and then where your lines match up, that's where you're going to place it, and you're going to place it flush to the back of your shelf, and then we're going to start putting it together. I've gone ahead and started mine. Now again, you want to get it flush to the back, and you've centered it at this point. Now you're going to take your Robertson, and we've got the piece of wood that the smaller piece is actually drilled and also countersunk, so that when you're screwing it in, that actually you can keep screwing it below the piece of wood, or the top of the piece of wood, so that your screw actually disappears and you don't see it. Alright, so I've already done the other one there, so you're just going to continue on, screw them all in, and you've got your 2, holding that securely together, and then we're going to move on to the next part. You've got your shelf itself put together, so now we're going to move on to your hook. Now I've already gone ahead and got it started. Again, you're going to center the bottom of your shelf, and you can use your ruler and your pencil to do so again. I've gone and put 1 in already, so we're going to put the second screw in, and again your hook, you want it to have it flush at the bottom to give you room to be able to hang items on. So go ahead and put that together, and then we're going to move on to the next step. You can see we've got our hook on, we've got the shelf put together, so we're actually going to move on to our sanding with our sanding square here. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to actually sand down the edges, just to take away all the sharp edges, all the little pieces of wood. As you can see here, we're going to sand it till we remove that. Okay, so you're going to work all your way around, all the way down, and also to the back. Get all these rough pieces off underneath, and go through your whole surface. Okay, so keep sanding until you're happy with it. You also want to go across the top, make it all nice and smooth. When you're done, take a piece of paper towel and wipe over the whole surface. And you can decide to either leave it like that, that's up to you, or if you want to use some acrylic paint, other kind of paints, you can also use stain, which is what I've used for mine. Go ahead and have fun and enjoy your shelf. You can use it to store anything you would like in your room, but also I thought it was kind of neat, the lanyards we made a couple of weeks ago in our kits for our masks. You can go ahead and hang that so you can keep it nice and safe. Maybe have a little container on top to store your mask. Whatever you want to do, or save it for Christmas and give it to someone as a present. Either way, have fun.